The Indianapolis Colts, along with the Dallas Cowboys, but in this video we're going to talk about the Colts, somewhat shocked the NFL. And I don't even think somewhat is the right way to really phrase it. They really shocked the NFL world, trading for cornerback Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets, sending first-round picks, Adonai Mitchell, other selections as well, to the New York Jets in exchange for the cornerback. This will pair the Indianapolis Colts with Charvarius Ward, Kenny Moore, Sauce Gardner, and Cam Bynum in their secondary, giving them one of the best secondaries in the NFL, and especially in the AFC when you have teams like Buffalo, Kansas City, and some others who are an aerial passing attack team. This now for Indianapolis gives them the best chance to try to defend that. Now, for the Jets case, you kind of have to think that this was a best case scenario for their trade deadline, along with trading Quinnen Williams, which possibly there will be another video about that later today. But they have traded now between Sauce Gardner, and at this point, only other trade is Quinnen Williams. They've got 3 or more first-round picks, I believe, in 2027. They have 2 in 2026. They've got multiple second-round picks, I believe at least 2 or 3 the next few years going forward as well. And even though Adonai Mitchell, who I did make a video about yesterday in my AFC top trade targets for each team video, Adonai Mitchell is just a guy who probably should have been getting more reps, but due to the fact that, Michael Pittman, Ashton Doolin, Alec Pierce, Tyler Warren, even Jonathan Taylor to a certain extent were more of the top targets in the passing game for the Colts, Adonai Mitchell just kind of fell to the back of the pack. And the Jets now present Mitchell with a chance to get some real playing time next to Garrett Wilson and within the rest of this passing offense. The Jets also, I think, it's pretty clear that they are possibly not just tanking, they're really taking it a next step further. The better side of the New York Jets laid on the defensive side of the ball. And possibly the best aspect of this team in general was their passing defense. They allowed the 11th, or I should say they were 11th in terms of passing yards. Compared to the rushing defense, they were 26th. And so this is a clear sign to me that not only are they trading their best player, they're probably trading the guy who, even with only one win, was probably the most impactful in terms of getting wins, along with Quinnen Williams. This is a clear sign that the Jets are trying to tank, trying to get a quarterback probably in the draft. If not a quarterback, at least get multiple players, probably offensively. And we don't know yet what's going to happen with Breece Hall. With my luck, the second that this video posts, there's going to be a Breece Hall trade. But there's just not another way to kind of look at these moves other than just noting that this is solely in the mindset of getting hopefully the number 1 overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft and taking whoever the best quarterback available is. Now, shifting back to the Colts, this is a real, Super Bowl contender move. Getting Sauce Gardner, like I said, within the rest of this defense that has Kenny Moore, that has Charvarius Ward, that has Cam Bynum in the back end. This is a defense that has been massively scrutinized after last season. And with the players that they already had, they improved. Kwity Paye has played better. DeForest Buckner has played better. Kenny Moore, the secondary, the linebacker. Everybody has played better. And it's relatively the same squad that last year's team had on the defensive side of the ball. And now you add Sauce Gardner. This makes this probably one of the best defenses in the AFC. And again, it gives them their best chance to defend against Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, other top quarterbacks in the AFC and in the NFL in general. This was like an A-plus move. And I know it was a first-round pick going to the Jets for a cornerback, but this wasn't just any cornerback. This is a guy who's been to multiple All-Pro teams. Yes, many people will like to say that he has struggled over the past couple of seasons, but really, if you dig into the numbers, you see a guy in Sauce Gardner who I believe the stat was that he's forced a tight window throw on over 50% of his pass coverage snaps this year, or on over 50% of his targets on the receiver he's covering. That's like one of the best numbers in the NFL. And again, he is just a really, when you get down to it, he's a really good football player going to a team that's already really good. So this can do nothing but improve the Colts' chances at winning a Super Bowl. Later on tonight, I'm going to try to have a video grading all of the trades that we saw today from the trade deadline. At this current moment, it's 1:09 p.m. on the west side of the United States Pacific. At this time, the trade deadline is over, so we know everything that's happened. Like I said, I'll try to have a video up tonight grading every single deadline move that we saw today. And I'm going to try to have power rankings out tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.